Donald Trump is apparently staying up all night, pretty much every night, worrying and panicking about what is going to happen to him in court the subsequent day. And Wednesday, well, I guess Tuesday night / Wednesday was no exception either, because at 2:28 a.m. on Wednesday morning, Donald Trump got on Truth Social and screamed at Judge Arthur Geron, calling him out by name, demanding that he leave my children alone. You know, those poor little Trump kids, they don't know what they're doing. They're just kids, right? It's not like they're grown adults who are all older than I am. And I'm 40. So, yeah, those poor little bitty Trump kids. But here is what Donald Trump said, and stick with me on this because it's a long one. This rigged trial, brought by the racist New York State AG Letitia James before Trump and developer-hating Judge Arthur Geron, which should have never been brought in that so-called star witness, sleazebag lawyer for many people, Michael Cohen, admitted last week on the stand that he lied, and also that your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, or anyone from the Trump organization, never told him to inflate values on financial statements, the opposite of what he told the AG in order to get this hoax started. Okay, there's more, but I gotta take a minute there because he's so disjointed, and again, this was at 2:28 a.m., that he's not finishing one thought before he goes into the other. So that's why, it's not necessarily typos. It's that his brain cannot catch up with his anger. So that's why that sounded so weird when I read it, because he doesn't finish whatever insult or adjective laden sentence he's trying to make before he starts a new one. That's how panicked and disjointed he is, and possibly sleep deprived. But he continues. Therefore, on that act alone, actually, you know what? Before I even do that, let's just say Michael Cohen did not lie on the stand. He admitted that Trump never explicitly asked him to inflate the values, but it was an understood, Trump would write a number down and basically say here, this is the final number. And Cohen explained he would have to go change all the other numbers to match up to that one. So anyway, Trump continued. Therefore, on that fact alone, this fake case should be dismissed, which it can't be dismissed because you've already got summary judgment against you. Additionally, however, the financial statements values are conservative. Low. Mar-a-Lago is worth much more than $18 million. There is a 100% disclaimer clause on the first page of the statements. The banks and insurance companies were paid in full, no default, they all made money, and there is no victim except me. Leave my children alone, Geron. You are a disgrace to the legal profession. So there's no victim except for him, but also leave his kids alone. But his kids are not victims, right? He said there's no victim except me. Then he said, leave my kids alone. So you're kind of admitting that your kids are not victims here. Just leave them alone. You didn't say that your kids didn't do anything wrong, Donald. You're out there trying to claim you did nothing wrong. You're the only victim. Please don't mess with my kids, Geron, you bad old judge. But maybe they did something. You would think he would have said, we did nothing wrong. We're all victims. But nope, just him. He explicitly said, there are no victims, just me. Well, I'm sure your kids appreciate that, right? Screaming at the judge, leave my children alone. And look, this is actually a common thing we have seen in conservative media in the last few months with regard to this trial, especially because they've talked about the fact they're going after his kids, these children of Donald Trump. These are not kids. These are grown adults who have been working jobs for 20 years. They're involved. Their names are on the paperwork. Trump put them in charge of the company itself. We're not dealing with kids. They may be his kids, but let's not think of them as kids because these are grown adult men, Don Jr. and Eric, who know what they did. Their signatures are on some of these documents. They are not children. They're not victims, and neither is Donald Trump. They're just some shady businessmen who got busted. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel, We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.